Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. It's so good to see you.
You too?
Right now, it's just sitting on my couch,
Okay.
sometimes cooking, that has to be done.
Yes, I've been
And
doing myself. I've been making a lot of eggs a la française.
obviously, I mean, we would expect nothing less. I'm actually drinking out of a very special mug as well.
Oh, nice.
Cool, I'm
Cool.
cool. So, Luann,
Don't be
where
like
are
all
you
uncool.
quarantined right now?
What's that?
Where are you right now?
I'm in the Hamptons,
Okay.
and I'm with my daughter. My son is in the city, so he's hunkered down there, and I've been just catching up on stuff, and oh, very exciting. My new dance song is coming out this summer. Viva
That
La
was going to be
Diva.
my next question. Oh my
Ah!
God.
Yeah, Desmond Child just texted me, and it's going to be released with BMG. I'm super excited. We're going to do a little music video, so that's going to be awesome. So lots of good things going on. And when I'm not doing that, I'm cleaning the fridge.
Of course, right.
Because
So-
there's all kinds of things hiding in there. From 2 weeks or so. I'm like, okay, Victoria, are you going to eat this? This has got to go. We got to
Everything
make
gets
room.
pushed to the back,
Exactly.
Can you give us a little preview of Viva La Diva?
Viva la diva, viva la diva, viva la diva. There's a diva deep in you.
Oh my God, Luann!
You like
This
it?
is exactly what I needed, is a serenade from Countess Luann to get me through these challenging times. So thank you so much for that.
No, and money can't buy you class, don't forget, but it can buy you groceries. So
Right, exactly. That's all it's buying me right now. Groceries and toilet paper.
yeah, exactly. I should have said toilet paper.
Right. So obviously, premiered last night, season 12. We meet the first or the newest Roni housewife, Leah. And you guys
Yes.
seem to hit it off pretty well when you guys first meet. So what was your first impression of her?
You know what? I'm very quick in terms of, um, just feeling out if I like somebody or not. And right away, I kind of got really along with her really well. I don't know what it is. It's an instinctual thing.
Yeah.
Was what I'm looking for. I think that she's a tough native New Yorker. I think that, she's a mom like we are. She's a business owner, and she is also very vulnerable in terms of showing her family life and her relationship with her parents. And so I think people are going to really like her. What was your reaction last night, or the fans, do you think? Did you guys like Leah?
I've seen a lot of people talking about how much they love her. I've seen a lot of the fan accounts talking about her. So yeah, I mean, you guys who are watching now, what were your first impressions of Leah? I know a lot of people really responded to her tagline, which I thought was really great. A little nod to a great,
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was great. It was so good to see some new faces on the show, and it was great to see you guys get along so well at first.
Yeah. Do you like my tagline?
Of course. Do you want to do a live delivery for us right now?
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Raise the curtains and lower the lights. I'm taking center stage in my life.
Yes, you are. So,
And can you believe Leah didn't know what Giovanni was? I'm still in shock.
I know. I mean, I feel like she's going to learn very quickly what Giovanni was. That won't take very long. Well, we actually also have Leah scheduled to come on this live today, which I'm super excited about, because I'd love to chat with her a little bit more. But are there any other fan questions that have come through? Do you guys have any other questions for Luann before we go to Leah?
Oh, I have to share with you. So Ramona gave me this curling iron, and I think Ramona brought it to one of her things that she posted. Anyway, it's this thing. And I can't even tell you, it like blows air and curls at the same time. So it's like a blow dryer / curling iron. It just kind of fluffs up the hair and freshens it up. And so people are asking about my hair. Thank you guys. You like my hair longer? They like it full length. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had a
like
nose job. No, I did not. My horoscope, I'm a Taurus. My birthday is actually coming up in May. So I'm hoping that, by May that we can all get out of the house and celebrate.
That's right. Luann, what day is your birthday?
May 17th.
I'm the 19th.
What? Oh, fellow
Yes.
Taurus. High five.
Taurus power.
Um,
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Luann. It was so great to see you and talk to you. And hopefully I'll be able to see you in the office in, a couple months from now, and we'll do another podcast interview.
Okay, awesome. And yes, I am working on Christmas music because I want to do a Christmas album. So that's going to be fun.
As you should. Thank you,
All
Luann.
right. Thank you, doll.
Talk to you soon.
Be
Bye.
safe. Bye.
Good. I'm just like checking my hair out. Am I okay?
Right.
I'm
Oh
all
my
right.
God. It's like the first
I'm
time you see the
okay.
mirror all day.
I put in my hoops for you.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Wait, I
honored.
was just listening. Hold on. My tagline isn't an ode to anyone.
Oh, okay.
It's not a nod to anybody because so I box.
Yes.
Like as you saw in the first episode. So it's a play off the Muhammad Ali quote, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
And I love the word bitch.
Don't we all?
So good.
So, I mean, it must be such a crazy time for the show to premiere, for you to be a brand new housewife. What has the fan response been like today? Like, just when you check social media?
Oh, it's so nice. It's great. Like, it's obviously, like, it's right now, especially, like, feeling so, like, what the hell's happening in the world? Like, when is this going to end? It was a nice distraction. Of course, I'm, like, trying, like, look, I'm so grateful for it. I'm also trying to not get, like, too attached to it because it's, like, so, like, then when people say bad stuff, you're attached to that too.
Right.
So I'm just trying to I don't want it to go to my head. I'm trying to but I'm taking it all in and I really appreciate it. It's really been very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Now, when the show was on last night, did you, like, FaceTime with the other ladies? Were you guys in touch? Like, let's watch together.
Not really. I did get Ramona sent me a very nice text. She said, "You look great on the big screen." So I thought that was very sweet of her.
Yes.
Dorinda, I was talking with before. We were on a little. Oh wait, this is actually really funny. So yesterday, because we have our little Roni group chat, right? But then yesterday, someone got added to it. And it was a number I didn't know, and I thought it was a mistake. Like, I figured, like, one of them just by accident, like, added someone. And I'm all like, guys, there's a number in here I don't know. I'm very paranoid about that. What if I say something, it's someone I don't know?
Of
and
course.
the person goes back, "Hi, Leah, it's Andy Cohen here."
And you were like, oh, hello.
I was like, oh, whoops. Hi there.
Oh, my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, that
what
was
his
cool.
feedback? What did he have to say?
He called me. Well, this is actually, so I was doing my podcast yesterday and I see this number come up I don't know. And I'm sending it to voicemail twice. And then I go and I'm like, what if that was him? Because he had just sent the text. I looked, It was him. So when I was done my podcast, I called him back like, hi. And he just gave me, he said he gave me his spiel. And it was very helpful. It was
The
very
Andy
good.
Cohen spiel.
The Andy Cohen spiel. It was an honor, obviously. And he gave me some really good, like, solid advice, which was, like, basically, like, I mean, like, the short of it in my, like, interpretation was, like, don't let this make you crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think what we've seen in the first episode, and I know I've watched a little bit ahead, as you know, into the next episode, that you really are extremely, transparent, and you're very open about your life and everything that you've been through, and your situation with your daughter and your ex, and how you guys are still very much a family. So I think as long as you're open and honest.
I did not diss Andy Cohen. Are you insane? Sorry. Someone's like writing some great. I don't know. I'm like sitting here worshiping him. Shut up. So I just actually saw the second episode too, and someone just so it will believe me. But like I'm not gonna go. Like I'm not like you can. I'm saying it right now. Like I'm not getting a nose job. I'm not getting a boob job. I'm not like letting it get to me like that. Like I see how that happens. Like, and I'm not against any of that at all.
Right.
But it's just not for me. And it's not something that like, maybe like in 20 years, like, do I want a facelift or something? Sure. But it's not like I'm going to come back. If I do it again, I'm not going to come back being like, Right. So I watched the second episode. Yeah. It's interesting.
Well, you guys, it's really good. So don't worry.
Yeah, it's great.
We spoke not too long ago. Last week, we did a podcast interview, which will be coming out, I think, next week. And you had mentioned that, you know, you were announced at BravoCon as the new Roni housewife. And then you had told me a really funny story about backstage. You were excited to meet one particular housewife. So can you tell everyone?
Yeah, Teresa. And I'm so sad for her because Nano passed away. And I feel like, when I watched like her come home from prison and like her mother had passed away and like the pain that she was in and that the father was in over the mother dying. And, oh my God. And now he passed away too. Like he was just, I mean, he was so good on the show, and like watching his relationship with the girls because like their dad is like deported to Italy. I mean, it's so sad. And I think just it, going through a loss like that, especially during a time like this, it makes it even more complicated and complex and weird and sad. And my heart goes out for her. She's my favorite housewife of all time, without a doubt.
I know. The family's been through so much. It's really wild. And yeah, our heart goes out to her too. It's really crazy. I want to see if there's any more fan questions. You guys have any other questions for Leah? Maybe you could talk a little bit about... Well, you could talk a little bit about your clothing line. I think we do get a little bit of that in last night's episode, but maybe let the fans here know about your
I'm going to say this, because I did see some people being like, she knew what Giovanni was. Like, she's watched the show before.
That's true. Yep, Luann
and I'm
just
telling
talked about that.
Actually, that season, which I only watched recently, I believe it's the one where they go to Cartagena. Like, I had never seen that season before, and I think that's the Giovanni season. I'd never watched that season. I did not know what Giovanni was. I heard the song, of course,
right,
but I didn't know it was a clothing line. So when I heard feeling Giovanni, I thought that just meant like feeling happy.
I mean, I to be fair, I don't think a lot of us knew what Giovanni was prior to.
How the hell am I supposed to? I've never heard that. I've never even heard that word before Luann's song, which of course I heard, but like I said, I never watched that. I didn't watch that season up until recently with a friend of mine who had never watched any of the shows. And I said, I've never seen this one. Let's watch it. Great season, by the way. But, so I really didn't know what it was. And me Googling it right then and there, I was like, I really don't know what it was. And like the person doing the interview was like, look it up. And I'm like, all right, let me look it up. So
that's real. There were a couple questions that came in about Tinsley and her engagement. So can you talk a little bit about your friendship with her and maybe, when she was engaged, what was your reaction to that?
I was so happy for her. I was so happy for her because obviously, her and Scott, from what she's told me and stuff, it's been this on and off thing, but it seems like she's known in her heart she loved this guy, like she loves him. So I'm just really happy for her. Her fairy tale has come true.
Right.
And
that's her tagline, right?
That diamond is, wow, I tried it on when I saw her last time.
You're like, let me see that.
It's pretty incredible. I'm like, I'll probably never have a ring this big ever on my finger, so let me try it on now. It's amazing. But I think she should really actually have security when she's walking around wearing it. But
a couple of questions coming in maybe about last night's episode too, the Dorinda Tinsley situation. So what was your first impression there?
I mean, I think you saw my reaction. I was super shocked. I didn't know what to expect. I did not expect that at all, but I was just flabbergasted, actually. I love Dorinda. I mean, obviously, you can look at my social media. Everybody can obviously tell that me and her really, super duper pals, but it wasn't the best first impression, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot going on in that moment.
Yeah, there was, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Leah, for stopping by. It was so great to
Thank you for having.
I can't wait till we can see each other in real life.
My God, I know. One day soon, it's coming.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping in.
Okay.
We have one more guest for everyone. So thanks, Leah.
All right. Bye.
There she is.
Those who follow me know I always do a cleanse. So I took off to go juicing. So yeah, I'm juicing and doing colonics. I haven't had any hard food in weeks. And once I got out here, no flights back.
Right.
I'm in the desert.
So you're just stuck on a cleanse for an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, well, I need it. You know,
Yeah.
after, you know, we start in August and we go into September, which is Fashion Week. And I guess you saw I had my fashion show at
Right,
New York
yeah.
Fashion Week. And then we go into Thanksgiving, and you know we went up Halloween to Dorinda's in the Berkshires.
Of course.
You saw those spoiler pics.
Yep.
You saw Leah in her Halloween
Oh,
outfit.
yeah.
Going, "Ah!" And then, you know, the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So by the time we wrap end of December, I really need to reel it in after falling off my chair and, you know, Luann falling into bushes, waking up in somebody else's swimsuit,
Right.
being the straw that serves the drink. I can't keep my gardens from going gray if I don't go green. Gotta go green.
Of course. So did you
How
get
are
to watch
you,
last night's
Kyle?
episode?
It looks like you just had a facial. Kyle, you look like you had Eric, you look like you had a facial.
I mean, I wish. I've been trying to just moisturize. I've been trying to just, you know, self-care while we're here at home. There's nothing else to do.
I always get your name mixed up because you go by 3 names.
Right. There's so many. There's too many names. Not everybody can be recognized as just Sonja, you know?
Oh.
Did you get to watch last
You're
night's
waving
episode?
out. Am I waving out?
Just a little bit, yeah.
I didn't see it last night, but I did live tweet during the whole thing.
Ah.
I know everybody wants to catch a dick right now. That's for sure.
What do you do when you see all the memes and things that are created on social media? Like, do you just crack up when you see all of the ways that people interpret what happens on the show?
Oh, it makes my, you know, day, night. I love to tweet at night because if people watch the show and it makes them laugh, it makes me feel good that they, you know, it takes them out of their head for a while and their own problems. That's what the show's for. People always complain about the haters, but the truth is people are having a hard time and they tune in to watch the show to vent.
Yeah.
That's our job, is to give them something to feel better about.
Right.
So I don't hate the haters. I get it, man. Sometimes I pick up the New York Post and I want to read about somebody to say, wow, at least I'm not that bad today, this minute.
Yeah.
You know, and boy,
Now,
last night I was watching those tweeters. I was like, this is too good.
well, you were getting awfully flirty on last night's episode. Is there any flirtation happening in your life now? Anybody that you're dating?
Well, right now I'm flirting with the rocks and the lizards and the bunnies. Yeah, some strange things going on. I have a cricket friend that hangs out with me.
Oh.
But, you know, this last year, as you could probably tell from last night, is about my daughter and her SATs and getting into the right school. And as a mom, you just don't want to drop the ball on that one because it's the foundation. At least you think in the moment that if I don't get this kid, you know, give her all the tools she needs to get into the right school, I'll never forgive myself.
Yeah.
And of course they always get in the school they're supposed to go to in the end. But you saw Ramona was there for me to hold my hand. And
Yeah, well, she can relate, you know? I mean, she's also, you know, an empty nester and she gets it.
yeah, she doesn't stay in the nest much though. She's always out there. If I didn't Velcro her ass down to the couch, she is out there.
How is
Usually
Ramona?
hitting the pavement.
How is Ramona? Have you talked to her?
Well, I'm worried about her because my ex had Lyme disease, and I used to do the intravenous method with him to put a, you know, a line up your arm.
Yeah.
She's taking her treatment, and I don't want her to get her immunities down or to be vulnerable. You know, that's what I
Yeah.
worry about.
And she's in Palm Beach right now. I mean, we know she's with her daughter and Mario, right?
Boca Raton,
Boca
and
Raton.
I'm not in Los Angeles, folks. I'm in the desert,
Right.
Hot Springs.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys have
So
any other
she
questions
is with
for Sonja?
Mario, and I can assure you she's not hooking up. I mean, Avery comes first, and she really wants, you know, to have that family semblance for her daughter, which I think is so critical. And when you can have that, it's so good. And you know, Luann has that with her husband.
Yeah.
I wish I had that. you know, I lost my best friend for, you know, many reasons. The bottom fell out of my marriage, not because we didn't love each other, and we did up until the minute, but not to live in the past. But I think it's great that Luann and Ramona have that.
Of course. Now we have a new Roni housewife. She was just on with me chatting for a bit. So what was your first impression of Leah?
Piss and vinegar. She's amazing. I like to say, you know, she's a real bona fide New Yorker, grew up, lives, and is still a vibrant part of New York. Where I felt some of our other castmates never really felt like a New Yorker. They felt like transplants. You don't get that from Leah. You really, as a viewer, whether you're a New Yorker or someone watching around the world, you're going to get a real taste of what a New Yorker is, which I enjoy. And also I have some really good, you know, she's smart. So we have some intellectual conversations. Yeah. She's not biased in conversation. You can have an open conversation, even though she gets pretty political and confrontational.
Right. Not that we've ever seen confrontation on this show.
Right. So it's nice to have someone who can be confrontational, but still have an open conversation. Yeah. Now, when you put a little alcohol into the equation on the occasion of a housewife trip, that's when the hits the fan. Right. Well, which we all enjoy as well.
And that's, I think, so many.
I thought people were. Listen, Eric, I thought people were very harsh on my girl Dorinda. I mean, it is a show, and when you're drinking and you're out and you're partying, you're going to get it, man. It's going to be flying in your face as a viewer, and you got to take that too. Right. I don't think they're understanding my girl Dorinda, where she's coming from. You know, we've got a few. I know Tinsley forever. We're like sisters. We're family. Yeah. Whatever way you skin this cat. But Dorinda's just starting to get to know Tinsley after a couple of years. So, you know, she's peeling the layers now of the onion, and it's starting to smart. Right. Yeah. It's starting to smart, you know?
I love them both so much, and I just want them to get along. So I hope we see some resolution this season.
Well, you saw what I dealt with Dorinda when she was on my case. Right. Wasn't pretty either. No. But the trick to New York is to use your words and to get to know each other and to, you know, face off. Not to run away.
Do you like my cool uncool mug?
Oh, God, one of my favorite slogans. Be cool. Don't be uncool.
Don't be uncool. All right. Well, Sonja, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your cleanse. You're stuck cleansing now for who knows how long, but we're so glad that you stopped by.
Eric, I haven't seen you forever. Like, what do you do now besides, like, you keep moving up the ranks here. So do you ever do any of the other things you used to do?
I mean, I try. I try. I do a lot of this. I do a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, we're still chugging along over here on Bravo. We've got shows to give everyone.
What's your Instagram handle?
Eric J. Mack.
Yeah, it's Eric J. Mack. Yeah, I follow you. Yeah. And I can't keep up with all these different names. That's why I called you Kyle, because there's another guy, Kyle T.
Kyle, yes, formerly of Watch What Happens Live. All right, when you come back into New York, we'll get you on the podcast. Bye, Sonja.